Morning. It's Saturday. Just getting out here to get everybody some breakfast. I thought I would give you guys an update today on how Chief is doing. If you've been following me on Instagram, you've gotten some updates this week. He's doing pretty well. Our new bottle cap, and just maybe talk a little bit about how we care for bottle caps around here and what our plans for him are. They've already put out hay yesterday morning while the ground was frozen because it's so wet. I'm trying to take the scoops because it was so wet this week. Got rain, ice, and snow, but we have not gotten a good snow here in several years. I think the first year we lived here we got a really good snow, like we lived in this house. Nani, hi baby. Breakfast can be in here. I left them out last night because they have been locked up a lot this week. Thinker. And I also love that my tiniest goat is the loudest, definitely, this morning. Probably should feed Chief first. I'm kind of out of order here this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and feed these pigs, and then we'll feed him. Toonie, she just dumped her food over. It was in that red bowl. Yeah. Well, he'll figure it out. Yeah, let's actually go feed Chief. I'm just in my little routine and forgetting to go see him if he's awake. Chiefers! So we still got him in the chicken coop for now. I need to kind of stir his straw and get him some fresh. Go get him a bottle. This is a pretty big space. I'm hoping, and I'm gonna let him outside a little bit today. Oh, stay in there, Mom, be right back. Once Jeremy gets gone with the skid steer, we may let him out in the backyard to play, just to get him out on some grass and that kind of thing. We had him out here a lot of that afternoon on Sunday to let Duke kind of lick on him and stimulate him a little bit, because there are things that that dog can do that I can't. But Duke kind of gets obsessed with things. I don't know if anybody else has a Pyrenees that's this way. He gets a little bit like hyper-focused, and he didn't want Jeremy to touch him, and that won't work. So, okay, so as far as bottle feeding goes, one of these calf bottles that you can find at any farm store, calf nipple, and the band. We have the ones with the bands. They also have ones that like just slide over the top of the bottle, but they're really hard. I had those for goats. And then I use this canning funnel to help put the powder in the bottle because it's kind of a mess. And we use, Orscheln is our closest farm store, and we use, let me see, I've got my, this deluxe calf milk replacer. I think this is what I normally use. This was, it's non-medicated, and it's cow's milk. It's not soy, which I've just found, there's probably no like research data to support this, but I found that our bottle calves' stomachs tend to, so this calf had mom's milk before we had it, and they tend to adjust to this better and not get scours. You may have different experiences. It's just like formula, like baby formula. You have 3 of these scoops to make a full half-gallon bottle. And that's what we feed twice a day. Some people do 3. I have these little ones at this age. He won't eat 3 bottles a day. And I can't spread them out enough. So I feed him generally at 6 a.m., about 6:30. And then the earliest I could come back and feed him would be like 3:30 or 4. And so if I feed him 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I want to go to bed at like 8, not 8, but like 9, 10 o'clock, and I'm out here at 8 o'clock doing evening chores, well, he's only eaten 4 hours ago. He'll eat a little bit, but he's not going to eat another full bottle. Not at this age. Now, the bigger they get, definitely, but at that point, you're trying to switch them over to eating hay and grain because they'll grow better that way. But we typically probably bottle feed longer than most people, generally until they're at least 4 months old. I'm giving them a bottle, even if it's only 1. And I love to give goat's milk when I have it. Right now we don't have any because nobody is in milk. And with Nigerians, milk sharing with the calf is kind of hard. I would have loved to have a full-size goat just for my bottle calves, but bottle calves are just, and it's that kind of trying to decide, do I really want to raise bottle calves in general? And every bottle calf we've ever had, we've kept, we raised, and then we sold, you know, at the sale barn. And with, you know, varying success. The very first bottle calf that I had, like, he never grew. He never grew. We bottle fed him textbook, and he was never very big. I think we sold him for like $50. We should have just kept him, and he could have been this little tiny pet cow. His name was Ranger. Because he was a twin, and there was just, I think, something just generally not quite right with him. Our other bottle calves, we've had 2 bottle calves that, I'm stuck. There was something wrong with them, and Mom rejected them, or they got hurt or sick, and we pulled them. I guess 3 Buddy Dale was that way too. And then the last 3 calves that I've had, Mom has died, and there was nothing wrong with the calf. Much healthier cows, much healthier little bottle babies, much easier to deal with because of that. I hate the way that this poop smells. You stink. Yeah. Well done. Say hi. Yeah. So that's basically it. My goal is to train him basically to drink a bottle off a rack, which is a lot easier to manage. So you just hang it up and he would eat it, but since he's so little, he kind of has to get used to eating the bottle and staying on it and not walking away from it, which he's kind of prone to do. So eventually, probably here in a week or 2, we'll try to start training him to using the bottle on the rack. And they always want more, but he's had plenty. And so, yeah, I mean, that's basically it, twice a day. And once he's on a rack, sorry, my tripod's a little bit long, so I'm walking him in the head. It's a little bit easier because it takes less time, but he's doing well. He's eating his bottle. He's a Hereford, so he's just a little bit less motivated with everything. So it just seems like it's taking him a little bit longer. I'm used to little Angus bottle calves, and they are aggressive. Will knock you over and that kind of thing just to get to a bottle versus this little calf. So I'm just gonna rinse the bottle. And I don't know that I mentioned hot water. So like 105 degrees. I just basically the bottle's probably not that hot, it's probably like 80, but it needs to be warm because cold water is hard on their stomach. Even room temperature is better than cold, but we try to do a little bit, you know, warm for them. Okay, on to feed the goats. Like I said, once Jeremy gets the skid steer loaded and out of here and we can close the gates, and it's a little bit warmer. Right now it's probably like 30, which is fine, but I'll probably let him out in the backyard. At least open his door so that he can get out if he wants and kind of roam around. He's not really had that opportunity yet, and honestly the weather has been gross. The reason that you keep a bottle calf, well, confined, at least initially, is that you have to train them that you're the food. And so I don't want him out in this big backyard and me have to chase him down every time that I need to feed him. He's in there, he's learning. That's where I eat. It's a lot easier to train them to a spot on a bottle if they're confined, at least initially. Now, once they figure that out, and you kind of reinforce and reinforce with, if I come to this spot, I'm gonna get food. In fact, this human is always gonna feed me, and it's Pavlovian. They just respond to you. You can put them out in the backyard and they're gonna come at mealtime and be right where food is, just like these rowdy goats that are all standing here ready for breakfast. So that's another thing, is that if you can only keep them in your backyard, you might try to make a small pen for them initially until they learn. But we have friends that have them that just run with their dogs in an open field once they understand to come to you for a bottle so that you don't have to chase them around. I don't have time in the mornings before work to chase down a calf to feed it. It needs to be here and ready to eat. Period. If you have lots of time, maybe you want to chase a baby calf around. I don't. They weigh more than me. I need it to be here so that I can grab and hold it. I'm going to feed these guys so that you can hear something other than them screaming. There's Gobbles, and their area's been really muddy. It's been rough on the cow's feet. Where's... Oh, no, this is Princess. Come on, Gobbles. She really hates walking on this mud. We may just take some to her. It's really muddy right through here, and she sinks because she's so heavy. So we'll just bring her her own. Can we just bring you your own? She's gonna have to get out to go to that hay bale, but. Are you spoil rotten? Here. Hey. Would you like your own? Look. There you go, right there. Have your own cubes. It's your mom's favorite. Just trying to think what else I could tell you about the bottle calves. We didn't give him any like supplements other than electrolytes. Electrolytes are a big thing if you have bottle calves that you didn't intend to be a bottle calf. So if they've been rejected by mom, colostrum first, of course, you can buy that at your farm store, just some mix, and then electrolytes. And we usually, if it's mom's rejected a baby, we go electrolytes, milk every other bottle. And that seems to perk them up. If the calf is if we think there's something wrong with it, like it's sick, we usually give it a shot of LA300, which is just a broad spectrum antibiotic that you can buy at the farm store. And if you can get some B12 for cows, that's also good. Any kind of supplement that you can get, that's not something you can buy here at our farm store. You have to get that from a vet. But B complex, always great for any sick animal to kind of perk them up. So yeah, that's basically what we do. And if they don't take the bottle at first, and I wish I had shown you guys this on Sunday, but it was such a crazy day, you really have to teach them how to use a bottle. It's not just you hand it to them and they use it. Usually I will straddle them, head between my legs, and hold the bottle and kind of squish their mouth down on the bottle and make sure they're getting a little taste of the milk to kind of get their suckle reflex started. A lot of times you can stick your finger in their mouth. And something that I would recommend is that if it is a new bottle calf and you're not really sure why mom's rejected it, or if it's poorly, then make sure you stick your finger in their mouth and check and make sure their palate's closed and that there's nothing abnormal feeling in the inside of the calf's mouth. So those are kind of my tips for bottle calves. We don't have them a lot. We're beef bottle calves, dairy bottle calves. People probably totally do differently. People train them to drink on a bucket and all kinds of things. But for a small homesteader that really doesn't want bottle calves, unless we have to have them, those are just kind of my tips. The boys are trying to load the skid steer, so I'm gonna go and watch them and make sure everything goes okay, and then I'll probably see you guys later this afternoon. It's just complicated, and with the girls about to kid, I can't have that calf in there. Bottle calves are, and maybe he would be fine. I don't want him tearing up my barn right now with his hoofs and how he's weighing. The girls would be afraid of him because they're goats, and so they wouldn't come in the barn if he was in the barn. The poop is gross and it's a lot, and I've ruined my goat barn basically over the last few years by having a calf in there because of it's a lot more moisture, it's a lot more pee, it's a lot more poop, and it's hoofs, so it's even remotely wet, it gets torn up a lot. So yeah. Now I'm gonna warn you guys, we can't get too close to this calf because this mama is like one of our more aggressive mamas. I don't think she'd charge me, but she definitely likes for you to know who's in charge. This is our other new one. And it's black. So 228's a little bit more, know that she's more chill. Who are you? 558. She has one of the bigger calves. She looks like she's getting ready to calve. So this is our other newer one. I don't know if you can see him. Hey buddy, there he is. So he's a couple of weeks old. Well, probably 3. You don't have you do have a calf around here somewhere. You got a weird teeth. Some other of our little guys. This is one of those, it's probably hers. This is Mabel, walking around like she looks like she's about to calf again, and she's got an older one. So that's what's tricky, is typically we would not, and I'm not going to walk too close. You can see this is the new baby. That's mom, the black cow that's behind this red cow. You can see how her ears are forward. And so I am not going to get between her and this calf. And I'm also not going to get closer to this calf than she is. So I don't know how well you can see. There he is. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. But we just want Mom to know that we're not, you can hear her kind of talking, that I'm not going to approach him. Yeah, I know. I don't want him. She'll probably come over here. That red cow has not calved. She's one of my last ones left from this season. Mama, I don't want your baby. She's posturing, so we're going to keep on moving. So we can zoom back out. There we go. Miss Curly, our bull, so you can see exactly where Chief gets his good looks from. It's from Curly. Hi there, little. Hi there. We're going to see if Minnie will let us pet her. Hi, Min. What's he doing? Can you say hello to the YouTube? Huh? Hi, girl. Are you Mama's favorite? Yeah? Okay. What do you think? Is he a good girl? Yeah? What do you think? Where's your baby? Whose is this? Guys, Minnie, it's not yours. Whose is this? It's Mabel's. I bet. Mabel, is this your baby? What the heck, guys? Who do you belong to? Mabel, is this yours? She's like not concerned. Let's see if we can chase it wherever its mama is. This is nuts. Say hello, baby. You're cute. Hello, other new calf. But I need to figure out who you belong to. You're cute. Look at that face. Who's your mama? So I think this is Mama. Let's see if you can see her coming this way. So this cow is Mama. So that's two now. So she has a little baldy heifer. So these two out here, I don't know if you can see them. I'm not going to mess with the zoom, but these guys, one of them is hers. Well, come get him, Mabel. Or her. I assume everything's male out here. Sorry, I didn't see if it had female or male anatomy. Oh, it's fine. Look at that. Oh, sweet. Oh, you guys are so fun. It's just such a fun day. Look at this. Here's Mom. Oh, Mabel. Mabel, is this your baby? Also, super good mom. No worries, guys. No worries. Okay, guys, I think we've tempted fate long enough. These mamas have let me get pretty close to these babies. And that new little baby came right up to me, about got me into some trouble because I was all squatted down. But thankfully that mama is one of mine that I raised. And when I say that, they were here when we weaned them. I basically taught them to eat loose grain out of my hand and then taught them to eat cubes. It's why Minnie is so friendly, because she's always hopeful to have a pocket full of something good to eat. I think today has really been, there are the boys with the trailer, perfect timing. Just a perfect day to show you the contrast between week to week on a farm. I mean, this is how it is. New life this weekend with 2 perfectly healthy moms. Doing great. Contrasted to last week and losing a cow and how we deal with that. And a lot of you that follow me on Instagram and those of you who know me personally know, you know, it was just kind of a yuck week in general after that. You're doing the best that you can. That's part of being a farmer, guys. It just is. It's a part of our life as humans. It's part of our life as farmers. Animal death doesn't exactly make people death better in any way, like easier to deal with, I mean, but it's different. It's a different kind of grief. It's a different kind of loss, and I'm glad that we can kind of share that with you. You know, that's a big part of farming. It's just loss. How are you going to deal with it? Having a plan. I will say 4 or 5 years in, it's a lot easier because you look up and you see that dead cow and you know it has to be done. The first time that happened to us, we didn't even know how to dispose of a dead cow carcass. What can you legally do? It's not like your dog, you know? You just go cremate it or whatever. So, in the state of Arkansas, there are 2 legal ways you can dispose of a cow carcass. You can burn it, which would take days, or you can bury it. And you have to bury it so deep. And I don't know what that is. Hence the mini X to bury it. But, so yeah, we didn't even know that. And it just, you start forming a list in your head and you're like, okay, we have to have a piece of equipment to bury this cow. We have to catch this calf. We have to have milk for the calf. We have to place to put the calf. We have to keep people from seeing dead cow carcass until we can figure this out. Because we have really close neighbors with children and all those things. And that just helps. It's just a process. I have a list. I have a thing to do. I'm going to fill this space. And Sunday was a hard day. Monday was a hard day recovering. But it's Saturday, and it's just that kind of joy comes in the morning feeling. So it's happy. So I'm hoping I'm going to get Chief out for a little while now that they're back and they're going to put the trailer up. So we'll see. And so that you can see him run around just a little bit before I end this video. I like this. What? Get out here and run around. You need some exercise. I'm taking my cow for a walk. More pooping. What are those over there? Tell me about it, Cheapers. Are you hungry? It's not time for a bottle, buddy. It's too early. It's alright, Mama's just staying with you. These piggies want to know what you are. Ew, you smell kind of different. They've lived with cows before. What do you think, Tony? might bite you, Chief. Be careful. Hi, Pickles. Yeah, we know people only watch the channel for you. We know, but I think you may have some competition here, Pickles. What do you think, Chief? Alright, come on, buddy. Okay, so he's having fun being outside. And I made him a little temporary pen right outside his coop. So I'm hoping that he'll lay out here in the sunshine for a while and I won't have to supervise him. So I really don't want to stay out here for a couple of hours while he gets some sun and walks around a little bit. But he can be right up next to the goats this way. This is not the most secure pen, so if he walks over here and bumps it, it'll fall over. But it's just a little panel and a pallet. We'll see. See how it goes, Chiefers. Well, I think I'm going to end today's video right here. I hope that you've enjoyed kind of catching up with how this little calf is doing and seeing the new babies that were born and learning a little bit about how we handle our bottle calves. I'm hoping to film tomorrow what we do with the meat and the beef jerky process and what we decide to do with that. So yeah, I'm hoping for 2 videos this week, maybe. Okay, well, thanks for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment in the description. Not in the description, leave me a comment below. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the little notification bell. It's on this side because everything flips, but subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so that you know every time I put out a new video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram so that you can see all the updates on this little dude and how awesome he's doing and other just day-to-day stuff on the farm. And we'll see you guys in the next video.